Happy V-Day! Yay, it still makes him laugh. Today is our, oh my gosh, I forgot to check. Is this our 7th video?
I think this is our 7th.
Wow. I want to talk about a little bit about us because it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
But I wanted V-Day to be a lot about you. I just feel like everything has been revolving around me lately because of my circumstances. For those who don't know, I rely a lot on Mr. V to get around. Basically, I've been in a wheelchair. I need assistance due to lack of motor skills, due to brain radiation, and so much more. I just feel like the leaning tower of Pisa all the time. I always feel like I'm tipping over, so V has to be with me 24/7, which he is. We are literally stuck at the hip. He's just been amazing at making life revolve around me, unfortunately, which is so hard. I'm such an independent person. I mentioned it's been a hard time for us. It's because of that. We're literally 24/7 together. And our previous videos were about how to couples coping with cancer, and we were giving tips and stuff. So we have a whole playlist of videos about that. This time I really wanted to focus on Mr. V because I want to give him his time to shine because he deserves it. And the first question I asked everyone was just like, what do you want to know about V? And everyone was just giving you...
I'm curious.
But people were giving you so much love. Like, a lot of people were like, honestly, nothing.
Yeah.
I just want to say V is amazing. And you were getting so many compliments. So many people were like, I want to clone V. Like, the world needs more V. People were like, I love V-Day. Does he love V-Day as much as we love V-Day? Because people don't care about Valentine's Day. They care about you. So I just want to say, like, 3/4 of the comments were literally just love towards you.
That's awesome. I appreciate it.
I want to basically just interview you about you.
Okay.
Are you cool with that?
This should be interesting.
In 15 seconds,
Yeah.
describe how we met.
I feel like I got to know you when we first started working at Style Exchange,
Yes.
which was a retail outlet that we were working on the internet side of things, or the website side of things.
Tick, 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 tick.
And that's it. I saw you. I thought you were cute. I used to walk by you. I wasn't sure what to say. And then you actually said hi for the first time. And then from there, we hit it off. I used to check you out.
Okay. First 3 words that came to your mind when you saw me.
Hot. Amazing personality. You were just super nice.
Where were our first dates?
When we first started hanging out,
Yes.
you had a boyfriend.
And you had a girlfriend.
And I had a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
But we were hanging out as friends. And we got to know each other. But I would say the first time, I'm considering it a date.
Which I probably wouldn't consider.
She probably wouldn't, but it was my birthday, or you decided to take me out for my birthday.
Your 31st birthday.
My 31st birthday.
And you are now?
I'm now 40, so that was 9 years ago.
Yeah.
Damn. You took me out for dinner and drinks. We had a good time. And we got to know each other like outside of work, which was really cool. I think we hung out for like 4 or 5 hours. It also led to an after party at my place. I don't know if we're going to include this or not, but the after party forced you to stay over in another room.
Yeah, I was on the couch.
No, we were good. We were good.
Yeah.
She stayed in another room. It was just more convenient. And you had work the next day and I didn't, so you just left in the morning. That's when I think things started.
Okay, got it.
Unofficially.
Everyone wants to know, what's your career? What do you do?
What do I do? I'm lucky enough to work from home, and I do work online. I've been in the e-commerce space for the last 10 years. Mm-hmm. I also have a digital agency, which I run on the side as well. But because of these worlds online, I get to work from here, and that's how we get to spend so much time together.
Yeah, and you get to take care of me simultaneously.
I get to take care of you on the side while I'm working.
Literally, barely, because you can't work because I'm so demanding.
We make it work.
How many businesses do you run?
technically two businesses. One is the e-commerce business, which has 3 websites right now that sell everything from shoes, lingerie, and a Shark Tank product. And on the side, I also have a digital marketing agency where we help businesses with their online marketing.
I have to say that I fell in love with this guy's brain, and that we always say, like, I'm like the creative side and he's like the technical genius side, where yes, all the ideas that I have for creating my book and selling products, it's from this brain.
I help her get it online.
What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Gemini. I don't know exactly what that means.
He's not very much into
I'm
astrology.
totally not into astrology.
Yeah.
I don't know if that means we're a good match or not, but
That's a good question. I don't
I
even
feel
know.
like it's worked so far.
We're definitely yin and yang.
Yeah, we complement each other.
Compliment each other. What's your favorite book?
There's 2. One's a business book, and one's more like
What's
a life lessons book. The business book is The E-Myth Revisited by Michael Gerber. Sort of tells or gives a good idea of how someone should run their business and outsource all the stuff that you don't like doing yourself to help scale.
Okay.
And the second is called The Almanac of Naval Ravikant, who's a guy I found on Twitter. Just pretty much outlines the frameworks to have a really fulfilling life.
Did you ever finish these books?
I've finished The E-Myth, and I'm almost finished The Almanac of Naval Ravikant. Did I ever finish?
Who is your all-time favorite artist?
I grew up as a DJ in my teens and in my 20s, primarily listening to everything from hip-hop, house, R&B, reggae, and pop. So favorite, I don't know. I can't name a favorite artist.
Or favorite song?
I grew up in the 90s, so like Biggie was my guy. One More Chance was like the one song that really got me to start DJing too.
Who is your role model?
You can give me a little elbow here?
No, not at all.
I'd have to say my parents. They figured it out. Despite all the ups and downs of coming to Canada, raising a family, moving to Quebec, not knowing the language, we're able to start a business, raise a family, buy a house, send us to school, starting with practically nothing. And they made it happen. And they still support us in such a big way to this day. For sure. It's gotta be.
So what are you most proud about you?
I think I'm most proud about the fact that I've built a business that allows me to live the life that I want to live. I was able to escape the 9 to 5 and really carve out a schedule, carve out the people that I want to work with, and do the work that I love to do. I think I'm super fortunate because of that.
You have your freedom, which is really what we all should be striving for.
And that's been a goal of mine since I was in my 20s. I wanted to figure out how I can control my time where someone's not telling me where I have to be and for how long.
Yeah. What makes you happy? I find that a deep question, which is like, good job.
When I was younger, it was like things, like getting
Things
a new
and
car, even like buying a condo. But I think that fades really quickly. For me, it's like the simple things. It's like hanging out with my friends, being with you, watching a movie, laughing, doing the things we love to do together.
What type of self-care do you practice?
Not enough self-care.
I agree.
So as of late, trying to take care of my skin a little bit. Getting older, catching some wrinkles. I'm using some of her products now. It's weird. Trying to get used to it. But I do try to get some exercise in on a regular basis. I've been playing hockey a lot as of late. It is something I definitely need to focus on.
What do you find meaningful in life?
It does sort of piggyback on what I said about happiness, but it's also completing what you start. You asked me if I finished those books.
Yeah.
I think if I tend not to finish what I start, and I think you know that. Yeah. I have a tendency to start a lot of things and then I lose interest, or something else catches my eye, and I sort of shift focus. Anytime I complete something or see something through, that's super fulfilling and meaningful. But again, I think like just having the ability to be around the people that I love the most,
like
spending time with them, like, that's the most meaningful for me.
What is your favorite moment of the day?
After 8 p.m. We wind down, I'm done cooking dinner, I'm done cleaning.
Not always.
Not always, but usually.
He's also very much of a night owl.
I like to work at night, but I think I feel like I'm a creative, and it really only comes out at night.
As am I.
My technical brain sort of works during the day, but at night I'm like, I want to learn something, or I want to try something.
He always catches me at like in the wee hours of the morning on my phone typing, because I get like ideas and like. What do you still wish to achieve?
I'd like to start a family. However that may work out. I think that's like an internal goal of mine that I can't escape. Maybe it's biological. I'm assuming it is.
What advice would you give ourselves 5 years ago?
For one, I wish we traveled more.
We traveled a lot.
I would have done it a little more. Knowing like where we're at right now, where it's a little bit difficult to navigate, and the pandemic, there were so many places that we've spoken about going to.
It's true that
we probably could have carved out 2 or 3 weeks here or there to do it, but we got caught up in whatever we get caught up in.
There's one V-Day video where we were like, we need to get out more. We need to go on dates, and
that was 2 years ago.
Because we stayed home a lot.
Yeah.
And look at us now. Now we have no choice.
Yeah. I think on top of traveling a little bit more, finding more things we like to do together and actually doing them.
Yeah.
What happens with us is like, you're busy doing your thing.
It's true.
I'm busy doing my thing.
We're both very entrepreneurial and hard workers, and we were both very busy. How many languages do you speak, Mystery?
You would think more than one, but unfortunately, I can only properly speak one language.
I speak more Gujarati than him.
It's true. My mom has taught you like a few key words in Gujarati, and you pick them up and like use them.
But all I hear from you is chalo.
Yeah.
For those who know.
That's the most important for me. But yeah, I understand French. I understand Gujarati. I just can't.
You're way better at French than you believe you are. Favorite places we've traveled together?
All of them.
Yeah, it's true. We've had some great trips.
My favorite is Thailand.
All time. Thailand.
Thailand for sure.
100%.
We just put up a big mural on top of our bed.
Yes.
From a picture of us like literally bathing with elephants. It was insane.
Crazy. Who is your support team?
I got a good support team.
You do.
I speak to them on a regular basis. My parents and your parents as well. Your whole family. It's not really just my support team, it's our support team. But our whole crew and our whole circle is like always doing whatever they can to help out wherever they can.
A lot of the people are asking, what do you do to remain sane during this really particularly difficult time?
That's hard.
Yeah.
And I've struggled with this.
We both do.
Yeah. I don't necessarily have an answer, and I don't think I've completely figured it out. But like I somehow can go into my head and let myself know that it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna get past this, and I sort of like convince myself that we're good.
And I think we go back and forth too, of like when you're having trouble to believe that, I like convince you, and when I'm having trouble to believe that, you convince me.
Yeah.
So we, again, yin and yang, we complement each other.
Yeah. It's just hyping each other up.
Yeah. Aside from wanting to bite our heads off.
Yeah, that too.
What makes you stick with me through all this? Like, you could totally be anywhere else in the world with anyone else. You could be starting a family right now. Why are you still with me? And you've been with me since the beginning. Like, we literally met and I got diagnosed.
years.
Yeah, we're almost going to be together for 9 years, so almost a decade. Why are you still here?
It's hard to explain, but I think when you like really love someone, it's like I don't see it another way. People ask me this all the time. They're like, I don't know how you do it, or I wouldn't have been able to do what you do. But like it's deep. When it's so deep, it's like I just don't see another avenue.
And we have to admit, you know, as much as we've had almost a decade of going through this roller coaster ride, we've had more good moments than bad, right?
Like everyone 10 to 1 for sure.
Everyone thinks right now in particular, it's been really, really hard. We have to admit it, just because I've been so dependent on him, because of like what I'm going through and being unable to walk and stuff.
Yeah.
But prior to that, we traveled, we went to Wicked concerts, even the simplest things.
We've done everything.
We have literally the best life, which is kind of what breaks our heart even more. It's like, here we are living the life of freedom and love and everything we could possibly dream about, and it's like, oh, except for stupid, don't even like saying the word anymore, C word. All right, I think you answered a lot. Thank you so much for being generous with your time. I really wanted this interview and this V-Day to be about you, because you are such a representation of love. People love you, but not only that, I feel like, yes, you like your privacy, but I feel like you deserve to shine. You have so much brilliance, and sometimes I feel like you dim it. So I wanted to put you in the spotlight today and show you off a bit, and let you know that I love you, and you are the definition of love.
Aw.
Happy V-Day!
Happy Valentine's Day.
He doesn't like my wig, by the way.
Can't stand the wig.
He wants to match me. Is that better?
That's so much better.
Really?
100%. Survey your audience. What do they think?
I like both.
I think this looks way better.
I like both.